Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Empressive channel. The actor, writer, and singer Christian Keys broke his silence and spoke about his Me Too experience in the industry. And he revealed that a very powerful and wealthy man harassed him and also essayed him. And he said that he's been dealing with this for the past 15 years. Now, some of you all may recognize Christian Keys from his film work that he does specifically in Black entertainment. He starred in movies like Note to Self, The Preacher's Son, and Black Coffee. You might even recognize him from Saints and Sinners. He has a very long resume. He also has a show on BET called All the Queen's Men, which is under Tyler Perry Studios. And he also has been on other Tyler Perry projects, including the play Madea Goes to Jail. Now, recently, Christian Keys broke his silence on how he was being treated in the industry, and he is actually threatening to go to the police.
I was the one that was sexually harassed for years, bullied, intimidated, and sexually harassed for years. And I'm going to be painted as the villain because y'all have deified this person. And some of the people that you think are your mentors are literally and figuratively just trying to fuck you. It's in my fucking bone marrow, and I'm tired of this person gallivanting around doing these PR stunts. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. Well, then speak on, if you gonna have, woo! I've kept one of these on me since '05. Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone. Once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I gotta protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I've spoken with my attorney trying to figure out how to deal with it. It's never been about money. I literally intentionally let the statute of limitations pass. It's not about money or being able to sue. But at some point, really soon, the police report is going to be filed, and I'll turn over the recordings of the inappropriate behaviors and the inappropriate offers, and I'll turn over the paperwork for the car that was bought as an apology for offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off. And y'all can hear him. His voice is very distinctive.
So Christian described several different incidents. He described the time that this powerful man came to his apartment, and Christian thought this man was going to offer him a role, but he actually wanted to see Christian strip.
He showed up to my apartment and offered me $100,000 to take my clothes off. He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I declined. Because again, scenic route. I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around. But being that I wasn't working with him and we were in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job of this fall, because the lead of this particular project was going to do something else, so he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him, and I had told him over and over, and he still always tried shit. Just tried shit. So if people don't believe me, they can hear him in his voice. I have always kept something on me. I can press play and you can hear the person, and you'll know immediately who the person is that's offering me $100,000 to strip. You'll know right away, and it'll break your heart. He said, I don't have to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I'm like, what the what? Like, I'm not into that. I don't fuck around like that. I don't do that. What the fuck? What? Leave. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get out. I thought you were my brother and my friend. This person was a brother type figure, a mentor type figure. But for you to continuously throw these opportunities, you know good and damn well all it ever was you pretending to be a mentor trying to get some ass. You got a guy that's a billionaire and I got $3,000 in my bank account. Who they gonna believe? I was broke as fuck. When I tell you I would have loved that $100,000, I wasn't finna sell my soul.
So I want you all to kind of pick up on the clues. He's saying that the man who pressed him is a billionaire. We don't know who Christian is talking about because he did not put a name on it. But a lot of people are bringing up Tyler Perry because Tyler is a billionaire. And he is somebody that we know for a fact Christian has worked with. He's worked with him on different projects. Not only that, he does have a very distinctive speaking voice. When you hear his voice, you automatically know it's Tyler Perry. What was also interesting was when Christian said, no, I didn't watch his documentary. Now, if you don't know, Tyler Perry does have a documentary out called Maxine's Baby.
And no, I didn't see that documentary.
So once again, people are putting the two and two together and they feel like, okay, Christian might be talking about Mr. Perry. However, we can't say for a fact that he is because he didn't say any names, but he's putting the hints out there and clearly he's talking about somebody who's wealthy and also well known. And what's interesting is he did end up booking a play with Tyler Perry called Madea Goes to Jail, but he had trouble finding work after the fact. And it kind of makes you wonder why.
And I'm known at a national level from doing multiple stage plays and still couldn't book anything, TV and film. And it's discouraging and frustrating, but it's part of the journey.
He also brought up another incident where he was at a party at this man's house. He was at this event, I believe, and he was drinking some Hennessy and he got drunk. And this man tried to take advantage of him while he was under the influence.
You get a grown ass man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bent, so I don't, after a big party, won't say what type, won't say where. I'm asleep. I'm gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb into bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like what the fuck? Get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm gone. You shake his hand on the way out, and he tries to grab your penis. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck? Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again. You are not allowed to touch somebody without their permission. Not allowed to try to touch them in a sexual or private place without their permission. And if they've already declared, like, hey, bruh, I get that that's your thing, but I like black women and Hennessy. And so miss me with the bullshit, because I'm never going to be open to that. Chill. And then this person still tries to grab you, physically grab you. That is the legal definition of sexual assault.
This is crazy. And this story is actually similar to what happened to Terry Crews. Terry said he was groped by a powerful agent who used to work for WME. And Terry actually reported him to the LAPD, but the DA threw out the case, which really shows how corrupt the justice system is. It shows how people in powerful positions with money are able to silence the victims and pay the police off. It's really sick. This is why a lot of victims don't come forth, especially people in the entertainment industry. And also, they have to deal with the fear of getting blackballed. And this is kind of what Christian Keys had fears of. And he did say that he regretted not speaking up sooner because this has been going on far too long. And this powerful man allegedly has been doing this to other men in the industry.
I regret not speaking up then, not being brave enough to, and I regret not hurting this person. Because between that year and now, how many young black actors have fell for that? You can hear them on the conversations. You can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him say that he has several guys, multiple guys on payroll, 6 figures a year, that pop up and they do whatever he wants and they go back home. So they pop in, they grab their ankles, they do whatever he wants. And I'm like, I'm not finna fucking do that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to make it that bad. I want to be able to shave in the fucking morning without any grief or any regret or any shame waiting for me in the mirror. I feel bad for those dudes that actually said yes. I feel bad for them because they fell for the pressure. They fell for the opportunity. They're somewhere, working a low-end job and somebody comes in with this money and they're like, okay, well, maybe just this once. I guarantee you there's a bunch of them that are going to come out. But I'm glad I didn't sell my soul or my ass.
Whoo-wee. Now, this was a lot to dissect. And there was another incident that Christian Keys talked about. And he said he was pitching his show, All the Queen's Men, to this black billionaire. And he was thinking this was going to be a business meeting, but it ended up being something else. This black billionaire was trying to get his freak off, okay?
Is this another one of those meetings where you meet with a black billionaire businessman, and while my manager is there, everything is everything. I got my Kinko's presentation with the plastic cover on it. I paid good money on this, good money. I'm running it down like you can invest in this, that, and the other. As soon as my manager leaves, he moves it into a conference room. And I'm like, okay, what's a conference room? Nothing sketchy about this. Didn't realize that the doors on the side of the conference room right there led into his suite. So about 8 or 10 minutes, I'm nervous in my phone. I'm like, okay, you changing? You got to use the bathroom. It's a number 2. Cool. He comes back in silk pajamas, silk robe, right as they're delivering strawberries and champagne like this is Pretty Woman or a fucking date. Now, I'm like, wait, whoa, this ain't that. I'm not him, and this ain't that. I'd love for you to invest in my company. He probably should have, because he would own a piece of All the Queen's Men. The books I've already sold, the 6 or 8 books I'm about to release, all of that. He would have had a piece of all of that monetarily, but he didn't. He was thinking with his dick. And yeah, he came back in, grabbed the strawberry, sat down, and I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. You got my presentation, I'm gone. He's like, are you sure? I said, yeah. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. He's like, are you sure? That second, are you sure, means if you don't stay and do what I want, you're not going to get what you're hoping for. Now, this particular guy is out here paying tuition for entire classes of HBCUs after this sketchy shit. hear him out too. Yeah, it's disappointing because you're like, okay, well, I want to learn from this person, or I want to learn from this person, or maybe partner with this person over here because he's investing in black companies, not knowing that he's a predator. And this person who's supposed to be your mentor is the worst predator of all. I didn't want to be the person that said that your hero, such and such, sexually harassed me for years and tried to sexually assault me. But it's traumatic when you deal with that bullshit for years. Years of that bullshit. Years of pressure. Years of intimidation. Years of sideways comments and insults, and everybody else getting a raise, everybody else getting a vacation, everybody else getting to be a part of this new show or this new thing, but because you ain't playing ball, literally and figuratively, thank you, God, for not making me the kind of man that's gonna f his way to the middle.
Now, Christian has tried to navigate this industry and be professional with this particular powerful person. Him being a black actor in the industry is tough enough. A lot of black actors and actresses don't really get the same opportunities as their non-black counterparts. And it is very helpful for them if they have a good relationship with a powerful gatekeeper in the industry. So I can understand why Christian would still want to work with this particular gatekeeper, because it's clear that he's one of the few people offering opportunities and roles to black actors. But it does become a huge problem when this person abuses his power and tries to pretty much take advantage of these actors. This is why Christian does a lot of his projects independently now. He's worked hard over the years to build his fan base, and he now has his own company and he has several means of income, so he doesn't have to worry about making nice with these people who want to take advantage of him. He also doesn't have to worry about selling his soul or his booty hole to the highest bidder just to get a leading role in a movie or a TV show. Now, what's interesting is Christian not only exposed these powerful men who tried him, but he also exposed the women who tried him. He said one time he was working on this show and this actress shamelessly groped him.
I was on a show, and if I had done what this actress did, just switching lanes, if I had done what she did, I'd never work again and I'd be in jail. She used to come up and pat me on the jump, like pat my penis, like, ooh, okay, I see that print. And I checked her, I grabbed her hand right away, checked her, like, what the fuck are you doing? That ain't okay, I'll do that shit, I'm going to jail. What are you doing? She did it again. Grabbed her hand, I was like, stop, that shit ain't funny. We're preparing for a scene. She walks past, cups my equipment, and was like, oh, you got some girth. When I tell you, had that been a dude, I'd have punched them in their motherfucking mouth. If I behaved like this woman, this particular actress had done, in that moment, I'd be in jail, I'd be canceled, and I would never fucking work again. You don't get to walk past somebody and be like, oh, that's nice, and pat them on their fucking private. It was it was a TV and film project, and she felt entitled to do that bullshit. And if I report her to the female executives that were on that particular show, it's gonna get swept under the rug because they had already told me, just Christian, just stand here and be pretty. Just stand here and look pretty. Y'all wonder why I stay in my fucking dressing room while we on set, because it's bullshit out there.
Now, we don't know which actress Christian Keys was talking about. Either way, Christian Keys has gone through it in the industry, and it's really a shame that people don't have the decency to respect another human being. I get it. Christian is very attractive. I get how he could be irresistible, but still, show some respect. This is not an object. This is a person, and it really bothers me to hear how men and women get taken advantage of in this way. I mean, it really just sucks. And I hope that the person that Christian is talking about gets exposed. These people don't need to be protected anymore. Christian at this point is threatening to go to the police. And I think he's making this threat because he wants the person who's trying him to tighten up. He wants them to back off. And it could be that he's not taking immediate action against him because he probably still has professional ties to him. And also, you got to think this person is powerful. And if he wanted to, he could do something really shisty and make him go missing. I pray to God that wouldn't happen. But, you know, this is how some of these elites be acting sometimes. When they're about to be exposed, they will do anything to cover up their tracks. So I just think Christian is putting the threat out there so people can know what's really going on. And what I found interesting was a lot of people, a lot of actors in the industry supported him in his comments. I mean, people are rallying behind him. I saw a post from Tammy Roman and several others. And this one guy named Cedarius Blaine said, "I've heard this story from someone close to me who was involved. I never repeated it for over a decade when you worked with blank and always admired you for the way you carry yourself. Brother, I'm here for you always, and I pray God continues to guide you through. What happened was wrong and predatory, and I'm sorry." Also, Claudia Jordan confirmed the story about Christian being harassed the first time when this powerful billionaire offered him money to strip. She said, "You shared a piece of this with me when we first met, may it be 15 years ago, and said one day you would come forward, and you did. And Christian, I'm so proud of you. Do not beat yourself up for waiting. It's hard, especially as a man. I know it's scary and embarrassing and uncharted territory, but you did it. I will stand with you on this as your friend because I know it's true, because this is the same vibe and tone and story you shared from 2008, I believe. Congratulations to you for not going along to get along and being able to look at yourself in the mirror as you shave in the morning. Other men and women will be saved and feel heard because of your bravery. Love you, friend." Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.